Booming Thunder Radio, where we groove as the spirit moves. Yeah. Drawing the honey from the rock with the righteous Reverend Doctor on Booming Thunder Radio.
Welcome, mighty friends, to the fourth watch. I'm Brother TC coming at you live from the fourth watch, where Yahshua HaMashiach walks out upon the raging sea and speaks a word in the calmness, the stillness of the water is seen. Almighty Father, put a fond remembrance in each of our hearts this day for the truth, for those that we have entrusted to reveal the truth and have betrayed the trust. Mighty Father, bring forth righteous men together. Yea, let them be with us, mighty Father, that we can manifest the Glory Broadcasting Network upon your creation. That it is your network, as they all are your networks, mighty Father. Yea, but those you have entrusted with it, ye have sold their souls. Ye have taken loans out on their children's hearts and minds, and killed the rest in the womb. Ye poisoning millions in the sands of time. Thank you, Father, for your faithfulness and truth, that your mighty word of everlasting glory, the true believer's gospel, the revelation of Mystery Babylon, the way that we are to go exodusing this carnal realm into the sea. Yea, those that read see how the Red Sea was parted and the rock Moses stood upon on the other side. And those that came out of season and came after God's chosen and righteous people, the word of everlasting glory crushed them, consuming them, leaving their bones and their chariot parts in the sands of time, that you might believe in the Father's perfect time. Yea, that little mustard seed, yea, that sprouting, yea, that wanting of the pomegranate seeds, yea, let it bring forth the 2 olive trees alongside. Yea, and let the blackness of their oil, yea, be transfigured into the blackness of the olive, the fruit in the second year. Yeah, let the olives, yeah, ripen until the fourth season, and let them be shaken, not stirred. Today we bring hope, yea, the everlasting glory, the hope of everlasting glory, as we shared the words of Jeremiah, beginning in Lamentations 3, mighty friends. So let's get out that eternal word of truth, yeah, and open it up to around page 1300 or so, and look for Lamentations 3, yeah, the Lamentations of Jeremiah. We're going to start here in chapter 3. If you'd like to do a study in the first couple of chapters, yeah, we did that starting here in the 3.1415 so that you, yeah, could be two as one with the everlasting glory, the Spirit of truth, yeah, the Mashiach. Yeah, let a way be made for him in your heart. Yeah, that he can teach all of us, each of us, in his word, who he is, and reveal the Father of everlasting time in the Father's perfect moment. Yea, let us share spiritual Israel's afflictions like they were our very own. Almighty Father, let the word of truth touch each willing vessel, that their cup may be clean on the inside. Yeah, like their cup is cleaned upon the outside. I am the man who has seen affliction because of the rod of his wrath. He has driven me and made me walk in darkness and not in light. Surely against me he has turned his hand repeatedly all the day. He has caused my flesh and my skin to waste away. He has broken my bones. He has besieged and encompassed me with the bitterness and hardship. In dark places he has made me dwell, like those who have long been dead. He has walked, yea, he has walled me in, so that I cannot go out. He has made my chain heavy. Even when I cry out and call for help, he shuts out my prayer. He has blocked my ways with hewn stone. He has made my paths crooked. He is to me like a bear lying in wait, a lion in secret places. He has turned aside my ways and torn me to pieces. He has made me desolate. He bent his bow and set me as a target for the arrow. He made the arrows of his quiver to enter into my inward parts. I have become a laughingstock to all my people, their mocking song all the day. He has filled me with bitterness. He has made me drunk with wormwood. He has broken my teeth with gravel. He has made me cower in the dust. My soul has been rejected from peace. I have forgotten happiness. So I say, my strength has perished, and so has my hope from Yehovah. Oh, dear friend, if this is what your heart is pining away with in this world of mystery Babylon, these days of affliction, you only have to believe in the glory of the sun, not the one in the sky that you see that brings forth the herbs from the field. No, this is the sun that is within your heart, that flows the living blood. The life is in the blood. And when you drink the blood of innocent babes, when you cover up the truth, when you hide and when you take a bribe, when you defile your trust to the people, the mighty rushing wind will come for you in the Father's perfect time. Is there hope? Oh, mighty Father, hope of relief in your mercy for these that have gone astray, these that wait for the righteous to shine as the firmament in the sun, that they can believe once they see and be saved into the kingdom, but be the least in the kingdom and have no praise or honor for what they have done in this world. No honor in the next. So remember our affliction and our wandering, the wormwood and bitterness. Surely our souls remembers and is bowed down within each of us. This we recall to our mind, therefore we have hope. Mighty Yehovah's loving kindnesses indeed never cease, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Mighty Yehovah is my portion. Yea, let him be your portion too. Yea, let our souls say, therefore we have hope in mighty Yehovah. Yea, and his Son. Yea, mighty Yehovah is good to those who wait for him, to the person who seeks him. It is good that he waits silently for the salvation of mighty Yehovah's, revelation, revealed by his Son of everlasting glory, that came and gave his life willingly, that one day you might receive the hope of glory in your heart. Mighty Jehovah is my portion. Yea, I trust that he has now become your portion, mighty friend. Yea, let us hear your soul sing. Therefore I have hope in him. Yea, the everlasting glory of mighty Jehovah is the Son. Yea, the living Word that reveals himself. Your measure for the love of the word of truth, yea, is your measure of mercy, yea, freely given by him to give your fellow man upon the earth. It is good for a man that he should bear the yoke in his youth. Let him sit alone and be silent, since he has laid it on him. Let him put his mouth in the dust. Perhaps there is hope. Oh, Father, give each willing vessel hope and a cleansing this day. Yea, salvation, a journey of hope, of mystery and discovery. Let him give his cheek to the smiter. Let him be filled with reproach. For Yahushua HaMashiach will not reject forever. For if he causes grief, then he will have compassion, according to his abundant loving kindness. Yea, the Spirit of his Father in his heart. Yea, wanting it to be in your heart, mighty friends. For he does not afflict willingly, or grieve the sons of men, to crush under his feet all the prisoners of the land, to deprive a man of justice in the presence of the Most High, to defraud a man in his lawsuit, or his things, Yahushua, yea, mighty Yahshua, does not approve of. Who is there who speaks and it comes to pass, unless Yahshua has commanded it? Yea, having heard it from his Father, and the faithful Son bringing it forth upon the earth. Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that both good and ill go forth? Why should any living mortal or any man offer complaint in view of his sins? Let us examine and probe our ways, and let us return to mighty Jehovah. We lift up our heart and hands toward God in heaven. We have transgressed and rebelled. You have not pardoned. You have covered with anger and pursued us, and have slain, and have not spared. Yea, many witnesses in Lamentations chapter 2, for the kings and the priests, yea, dig deep for the truth. Yea, you have covered yourself with a cloud, so that no prayer can pass through. Off scouring and refuse in the midst of the peoples. Yea, scouring of gravel, yea, not polishing of gemstones for the people. All our enemies have opened their mouths against us. Panic and pitfall have befallen us, devastation and destruction. Our eyes run down with streams of water because of the destruction of the daughter of our people. Our eyes pour down unceasingly without stopping until Yahushua's Father, Yahovah, looks down and sees from heaven. Our eyes bring pain to our soul because of the daughters of our city. Our enemies, without cause, hunted us down like a bird. They have silenced us in the pit and have placed a stone on us. Waters flowed over our head. We said, we are cut off. We called on the name, O Yahovah, out of the lowest pit. You have heard our voice. Do not hide your ear from our prayer for relief, from our cry for help. You draw near when we called on you. You said, do not fear. O Yahushua, you have pleaded our soul's cause. You have redeemed our life. O Yahovah, you have seen our oppression. Judge our case. You have seen all their vengeance, all their schemes against us. You have heard their reproach, O Yahovah, all their schemes against us. Yea, the lips of our assailants and their whisperings, yea, are against us all day long. Yea, evil against the righteous. Yea, the golden eagle that removes the snares of the wicked from the earth. Look on their sitting and their rising. We are their mocking song, their journalistic ethics, sold to the highest bidder. Yea, may they burn in the pit of hell once they have received their full measure of forgiveness and mercy. Yea, plus 2 portions more. And then there is no mercy. There is only liberty and justice for all. Yea, and the wickedness of those that deceive the hearts of men, that drink the blood of our children. Yea, may each one receive their full measure of forgiveness and a lightning bolt, yea, that removes their spiritual power forever. You will recompense them, Almighty Yahovah, according to the work of their hands. You will give them hardness of heart. Your curse will be on them. You will pursue them in anger and destroy them from under the heavens of mighty Yahovah. How dark the gold has become. The pure gold has changed. The sacred stones are poured out at the corner of every street. The precious sons of Zion, weighted against fine gold, how they are regarded as earthen jars, the work of a potter's hand. Even jackals offer the breast. They nurse their young. The daughter of our people has become cruel, like ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the infant cleaves to the roof of its mouth because of thirst. Yea, their bloodthirsty nature for our children. Yea, the little ones ask for bread, but no one breaks it for them. Those who ate delicacies, yea, pizza pie, are desolate in the streets. Those reared in purple embrace ash pits. For the iniquity of the daughter of our people is greater than the sin of Sodom, which was overthrown as in a moment, and no hands were turned toward her. Her consecrated ones were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than corals. Their polishing was like lapis lazuli. Their appearance is blacker than soot. They are not recognized in the streets. Their skin is shriveled on their bones. It is withered. It has become like wood. Better are those slain with the sword than those slain with hunger, for they pine away, being stricken. For lack of the fruits of the field, the hands of compassionate women boiled their own children. They became food for them because of the destruction of the daughter of our people. Mighty Jehovah has accomplished his wrath. He has poured out his fierce anger. He has kindled a fire in Zion, which has consumed its foundations. The kings of the earth did not believe, nor any of the inhabitants of the world, that the adversary and the enemy could enter the gates of Jerusalem, because of the sins of her prophets, the iniquities of her priests, who have shed in her midst the blood of the righteous. They wandered blind in the streets. They were defiled with blood, so that no one could touch their garments. Depart, unclean! They cried of themselves. Depart, depart, do not touch. So they fled and wandered among the nations. Yea, it was said, they shall not continue to dwell. Yea, dwell with any of us. The presence of mighty Jehovah has scattered them. He will not continue to regard them. They did not honor the priests. They did not favor the elders. Yet our eyes failed, for help was useless. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save. They hunted our steps so that we could not walk in our streets. Our end drew near, our days were finished, for our end had come. Our pursuers were swifter than the eagles of the sky. They chased us on the mountains. They waited in ambush for us in the wilderness. Yea, mighty golden eagles, each and every one. The breath of our nostrils, yea, mighty Yahovah's anointed. Was captured in their pits, of whom we had said, under his shadow we shall live among the nations. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, who dwells in the land of Uz. But the cup will come around to you as well. You will become drunk and make yourself naked. The punishment of your iniquity has been completed, O daughter of Zion. He will exile you no longer. He will punish your iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will expose your sins. Remember, O mighty Yahovah, what has befallen us. Look and see our reproach. Our inheritance has been turned over to strangers, our houses to aliens. We have become orphans without a father. Our mothers are like widows. We have to pay for our drinking water. Our wood comes to us at a price. Our pursuers are at our necks. We are worn out. There is no rest for us. We have submitted to Egypt and Assyria to get enough bread. Our fathers sinned and are no more. It is we who have borne their iniquities. Slaves rule over us. There is no one to deliver us from their hand. We get our bread at the risk of our lives because of the sword in the wilderness. Our skin has become as hot as an oven because of the burning heat of famine. They ravished the women in Zion, the virgins in the cities of Yehudah. Princes were hung by their hands. Elders were not respected. Young men worked at the grinding mill, and youths stumbled under loads of wood. Elders are gone from the gate, young men from their music. The joy of our hearts has ceased. Our dancing has been turned into mourning. The crown has fallen from our head. Woe to us, for we have sinned. Because of this our heart is faint. Because of these things our eyes are dim. Because of Mount Zion, which lies desolate. Foxes, yea, foxes prowl in it. You, O mighty Yahovah, rule forever. Your throne is from generation to generation. Why do you forget us forever? Why do you forsake us so long? Restore us to you, Almighty Jehovah, that we may be restored. Renew our days as of old, unless you have utterly rejected us and are exceedingly angry with us. Almighty Father, let a true believer's repentant heart save them by their love of the word of truth, that your Son of everlasting glory would reveal himself in the word, and the Spirit of truth would come alive in their hearts and reveal the tabernacle in their minds, and together, yea, two as one, yea, Mashiach teaching Torah, yea, that we, the us, can build the third temple, yea, and right understanding of what our Father requires of us and of them.